Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kane here, and I have not uploaded um like quite a few vlogs that I was supposed to upload. Um, and I could just say that the reason for that is because I haven't been able to get internet. Um, like I said before, the only like I said before, the only way that I can get internet is either through my mom's phone or to go to the office that is here. And that's really vague, I know, but I want to talk about stuff, but I feel like I don't want to be too specific because privacy reasons, and I'm not sure how much is too specific. So I'm like not saying names or stuff. So yeah, that's kind of weird for me. Anyway, so yeah, I could go to the office, and I tried going there once, and the internet there is really slow. Um, so it's almost not even an option. Um, so I could just say, oh, that's why I couldn't get these videos. However, that wouldn't be completely true because it was mostly due to the fact that I just didn't feel like it. I didn't record any videos during the time that I wasn't uploading any of the vlogs, including the video that I've been working on. So this is a thing that I have had trouble with in the past, which is staying motivated to do the things I want to do, because I don't know, for some reason, like I'm like, oh, I want to do this thing, and then I start doing it, and then I stop doing it. Like I immediately lose interest in it or something. I don't know. It's weird. I know that this is what I want to do, but for some reason I can't seem to stay motivated enough to actually do it. And so I tried. I'm not sure how well you can see that. You probably really can't see it at all. But the point is, I drew on myself with pen, and the past times it was basically the same thing, but I did it in writing. Basically, I want to be able to look at this, and it's not you can't see it, but that's not the point. It's so that I can see it, so that when I do this, I can see it perfectly. And basically, it's a reminder of what I need to do. I think I'll just leave it at that right now. So yeah, I'm going to try to, I feel like if someone doesn't feel like they want to do something, they shouldn't, because or else it's going to be forced. And if I'm making a video, let's say, and I'm just not feeling it, you're gonna be able to tell while watching the video. So I feel like there should be some leeway there, but at the same time, what if I never feel like doing something? So so I should keep with the schedule that I've made for myself. Not because I feel like doing it, but because it's on the schedule and I need to do it. Actually, the schedule that I have right now doesn't really, I don't think it worked very well, because what I think I need to do is, the way I have it right now is do YouTube stuff first, I think it was, and then do music stuff second, and then do the writing stuff last. And they're in the morning, afternoon kind of a time, and then at night. And that doesn't really work, because once I start doing something, which is something that I've said before, I get into it, and then I have to finish it, and then for example, the videos I've been filming, so far I've taken 2 days to record it. These past few days I haven't recorded anything, so that doesn't count. So it's just 2 days, and that's never happened to me before. I usually finish recording the videos all in one day, and the script is kind of long, so that makes sense. At the same time, the first day that I started recording it, I did it kind of late. But still, the second day, like, I had like all day, I think, to do it, and I still haven't finished. I'm almost done though. I'm like at the very end. Where was I going with that? Shit. Where was I going with that? Okay, so I had to stop the video, go back, and see what I was talking about in order to remember. So I was talking about my schedule. So yeah, like, once I start doing something, I do it for like, I can do it for the whole day if I'm not interrupted, basically. I think was what I was trying to say. So what I think I should do is like separate each day into just like one thing. So like Monday, to record the YouTube video you need to do. Tuesday, do music stuff, which actually I go on a lot of tangents and I don't remember why, and I like have trouble to go back to where I was. But anyway, since we're already talking about music stuff, I could do covers, which is, but you see, Audacity was the program that couldn't open MP4 or Windows Media audio files, which is basically the majority of my music library. But Reaper, it can't open MP4, but it can open Windows Media audio files, which I'm not sure why I got that confused. I guess because Audacity was the one that didn't do that, and then I thought it was Reaper or something. I don't know. So I could do some, at least maybe one cover over the break. Just that Audacity has this really cool thing where you can remove the vocals from a song, and it works. It's just that it removes too much, and then the music sounds really like empty sounding, kind of crappy. I think it's just a matter of messing around with the settings so that it doesn't cut out so much. I'd have to play around with it, but again, I have to use either like an MP3 file or a WAV file, which I don't have right now. So it'll still have the voice in it, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. It would have to be a song that I know by memory, like Wait and Bleed from Slipknot or Psychosocial. Those are two that I kind of just like. Those are two songs those are the first songs that come to my mind when I think of songs that I know by memory right now for some reason. So I'll probably do Wait and Bleed if I do it, and I feel like I should because I've been trying to learn how to scream for the longest time, for years actually, and I feel like I still haven't I feel like I still can't do it right. And I've actually gotten vocal lessons from someone who specializes in screaming, which is something that's rare. In case you're interested, his name is Brandon Kennedy. He has a YouTube channel, and he has a website page on the Big Cartel, which is a thing that, like, if you have a business, that you can go over there and, like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, you can search for him if you want lessons. It's just that for me, they haven't helped me, and I have a feeling that it's not his fault. I think it's just a matter of, because I kind of already know how to do it, I just can't do it right. And I think it really is just a matter of practicing, because, like, I'm sure that he practices constantly, because I'm not sure if he has a band or not. He probably does. Where was I going? Anyway, he's probably like, I don't do things unless I have a reason to do it. And that sounds dumb probably, but like, for example, while I've been over here, I've been trying to practice playing the bass and the guitar, but the thing is, I don't have a reason to do that other than to stay practiced. So like, I'm not doing any covers on the bass or the guitar, so it's like, oh, like it doesn't come to my mind like I need to practice. Like if I was doing a cover, I would be like, I need to practice to do this cover and get it out on time. So the same thing with the vocals. If I decide that I'm going to do a cover, or if I'm going to be doing covers regularly, I'm going to be practicing doing vocals, which is something that I don't do. I don't practice regularly because I don't have a reason to practice, which is probably the reason why I still can't scream. At least that's what I feel like. I feel like because I've known people who didn't know how to scream and then like learned how to scream really well in like a month. And like I've been doing it for like 4 years now probably. But like one guy was in this band, and when he started, he was terrible. Terrible. It was so terrible. The guy that used to be the lead singer decided to be like the background singer, and to get him to be the other guy, the new guy, to be the singer, the lead singer. And I don't know what he was thinking, because he sounded like imagine the worst vocals. Like imagine the guy that you know who can't scream, but he thinks he can scream. Imagine that guy. Now imagine that there is somebody who wants to get that sound but can't do it. So like he's sucky like on 2 levels. But I think it was a month, maybe it was 2 months, or maybe like a month and a half. He got really good really fast, and it was weird as shit. Like I don't know how he did it. Like it was probably the reason because you could tell that he really like wanted to be in that band. He like really liked what he was doing, I guess. And he probably put the dedication to like practicing, and then eventually kind of his throat said, you know what, this sucks, I'm gonna do it the right way. Or not necessarily like that way, but like I'm gonna do it in a way that's not hurting myself. And that's probably what happened. And I'm thinking that it's just a matter of time before like if I practice every day, let's say, which probably wouldn't be good because you probably hurt your throat. But if I practice every other day, let's say, it would just be a matter of time, I think, before I get better. Because I mean, eventually my body has to be like, I'm gonna do this in a way that doesn't hurt myself, right? Like it'll adapt, maybe, I don't know. So I feel like I should be doing vocal covers regularly, and also guitar and bass covers, because I mean I need to stay practiced on those things too if I'm going to be making music. But I'm not sure what the schedule for that would be. So like right now, as I said, the only thing that I would be able to do would be to do a vocal cover, because I have certain, well, I mean, there are a few songs that I know on the guitar by memory, but not a lot. I think things that I can do by memory the best would be vocal covers. So yeah. What am I doing right now? Um, Hello again. I lost my train of thought once again. Um, so the reason why I started talking about music stuff was because I was talking about my schedule. So going back to my schedule. So like I could do YouTube stuff on Monday, music stuff on Tuesday, writing stuff on Wednesday, which um which would mean that I can't start writing new stories or work on stories that I've started. I would have to work on stories that I've already done by finishing the cover art for those stories, because I can't leave a bunch of things unfinished and start working on more things. So like on Wednesdays, I would be dedicating the whole day or a large portion of the day to drawing the cover art for my stories. And I feel like it's a good idea to put the story out for free for a little bit, because like if you when this video goes up, nobody's gonna watch this video, first of all, and nobody's gonna know about my short stories, so you won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I have a few short stories on Smashwords, and only one of them can be distributed to other ebook websites, which is called The Mushroom Story. And the reason for that is because it's the only story with a cover with cover art, and I've been working on the second one, which is the Attack of the Giant Lobster People. And so the stories that don't have cover photos, I have them for free, and then once I'm able to get them to be distributed to other stores. Not, they wouldn't be stores. Where are these stores? I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, once I'm able to distribute them to other places, then I put a price on it, which the Mushroom Story is $1, I think, like 99 cents. So anyway, I think it's a good idea to have them for free until I get the cover photo for them, because then like people can kind of see what my stories are like without having to pay for anything. And so that's kind of there. It's kind of like a limited time offer, like, ooh, it's for free. So yeah, and then once I get some traction on what I'm doing on YouTube, and then I think, because I kind of find it hard to believe that I would get more recognized for my writing than stuff on YouTube, I feel like. And I could direct people to my short stories with the YouTube thing. And so I feel like once I get traction there, people will be like really anticipating that, like that period of time when I still don't have the cover for it, and like that would be kind of a cool thing. Like, oh, like the really like dedicated fans of the channel will, like, you know, will know that it's free for a while, and then like go download it. I feel like I'm rambling. So yeah, point is, I need to finish cover art for all my short stories before working on any other ones, and that's gonna suck. It really is, because I started some really cool stories that I really want to finish. Like, for example, I started a story about a character who I had made a long time ago, but she wasn't at all the way she is now. Like the oh jeez, I think I was in middle school when I made that story. I started writing this fantasy story because I've always wanted to write a fantasy story, and in a way now I have done it because I've written the mushroom story, and I started writing this story, which actually I think I already the first story that I'm going to talk about I already finished, but I just need to go through it and read it several times to make sure that it's okay, make sure there's nothing that's like really like, it's hard to say. I don't want to say proofreading because it's not proofreading, because that means making sure that there's no mistakes. And while there could be mistakes, and I will proofread if there is, what I do is like just like very like just wording choices, basically. Like I'll read a sentence and like, could like this doesn't sound right, how could I word this more clearly, or like this part is like a little boring, how can I change the wording to make it more interesting, or like or something. So it's like, and I feel like I do this with every thing that I do. Like I try to like be able to read it. My goal is to be able to read throughout the whole thing without stopping and saying, this little detail bothers me, I need to change this. And if I can read through the whole thing without having to change anything, then it's done. If I'm reading through it and there's this one detail that I change every time that I read it, and I'm never satisfied with it, then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be satisfied with this either way. It's a very small detail. Who cares? And I say it's done. So that's kind of the process, at least at the end, that I go through to write a story, or like to do anything creative, really. Because like when I was working on the song for that one project at school, which is on my channel now, and which I haven't mentioned at all, but I'm not sure why. It's kind of a detail that kind of just like floated away. But anyway, I was working on a song for my recording class, which is a really great class, by the way. And I'm looking forward to the advanced semester next year. So I was working on that, and I basically did the same thing. I listened to the song, and I needed to be able to listen to the song and not change anything. Like if like a lot of times there was like a drum thing that was like too loud or something, and it would like stress me out, and I needed to change it. Or like or you know, very, I don't know, it's hard to describe because there's so many elements going on at the same time. But anyway, the point is, like, I have to like read through it or listen through it, depending on what I'm doing, and not feel stressed out by little details that bother me, and feel satisfied with it, and like not want to change anything about it. And then that's when I know that I'm done. So doing that song though was really difficult because I only had a month to do it. And like I feel like if I do that same song with all the time that I need to do it right, I feel like it would take like 6 months. Of course, that's just an estimate. It could probably take just 3 months, or I don't know. But point is, that was 1 month was way too little time to be able to do it right. Once again, I have lost my train of thought. I forgot where I was going with the last thing I was saying. Is this perhaps a sign that I should stop talking now? I'm not sure. I feel like if I stop now, I'll remember all these things that I should have talked about later on in the day, and then I'll hate myself. Well, the way that it's kind of been going. Well, that's actually kind of exactly what's been going on. I like record one of these, and then I'm like, oh wait, I forgot to say this, and then in the beginning of the video, I say, last time I failed to mention, and then I say the thing, and then the next video, between the time that it takes me to make the next video, I'm like, between the time that it takes me to make the next video and the time that I not upload. Ah, jeez. Point is, I'm probably gonna remember stuff. And then I'm going to mention it in the next video, so it's probably not that much of a problem. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking now because this video has been really long, and I feel like I'm becoming delusional and I'm rambling and stuff like that. And like, yeah, so anyways, I'll see you next time. Hopefully I can not find the motivation. Hopefully I can keep myself motivated to keep on doing these videos every day the way it should be. And this video is gonna be really long, but another detail I just remembered another detail. Anyway, hopefully I can keep myself motivated to keep on doing these videos every day the way that it should be. However, so like I need to also, do like the rant videos or whatever. I need to be able to film that like consistently. Here's the thing though. I feel like those videos should maybe be like once a month or maybe once every 2 weeks. Because here's the thing. I want to do a lot of different things. I'm vlogging. I'm gonna be a musician. I'm doing rant videos. I'm gonna be doing review videos. Which I feel like the review videos, if I'm gonna be doing any kind of videos other than music and stuff, those should be the ones that take priority because it's music related, and that's what I want my channel to be known as. I want it to be the channel about music. Like, I don't want it like, well, I mean, okay, the very first focus that I want it to be is my original music. Then I want it to be either my covers or my reviews. And then I want it to be probably Let's Plays. And then my writing, that's not a YouTube thing, but my writing is not a YouTube thing. That's a thing on a different website, so it doesn't really have to be in that list. However, I could do audiobooks, which is an interesting proposition, and I could put them on YouTube, and I could also sell the recordings, which is actually a really interesting idea. So it could be a YouTube thing. I'm not sure where it would fall on the totem pole. But anyway, what was I saying? That I want Okay, I think I remembered what I was talking about. I was talking about how I was going to upload videos that aren't vlogs like once a month. I think that was it. Um, Basically the reason why I came to that conclusion was that I want to have a lot of time. Like I said before, I take my time doing things. I want to have a lot of time to finish those kinds of videos because um because they take a lot of time to do, and I don't want to rush them. I don't want to feel pressure to get them done at a certain time. And I feel like a month is probably more than enough time to do those videos. But since I'm doing so many different things at the same time, it'll be, if I only made those videos and uploaded once a month, that would be too infrequent. However, since I'm going to be doing lots of other things, I feel like it should be fine if I upload once a month. Also, considering the fact that that's not the main thing that I'm doing with the channel, so I lost my train of thought again. Alright, so like certain reviews I know will take a lot of time. Like, for example, doing a video review for a game, which is something that I want to do, will take a lot of time because, like, if you listen to an album, it'll take you an hour, and you can take notes while you listen to it, and then you write the script, and then it's just a matter of recording it or filming yourself, you know, saying the lines. Playing the game, you have to play throughout the whole game to get the footage, and you have to be pausing the game to take notes, and then you'd probably have to take notes of because in the game in the review you're going to want to talk about specific things in the game, like, oh, this one part is annoying, and you have to take notes of when you got to that part in the video to find it and then put it in the review. So like, I can imagine how it's very tough. And then, like, I'm not sure if I said this before. I think I have, that Peanut Butter Gamer is my favorite YouTuber, and he does Let's Play videos often. Like, I'm not sure how many times a week. But anyway, he does that very often. And then his review videos, it's like, it takes like once a month or maybe once every 2 months to do a video. And like, I can see why, because he has to play the game and then you know, record everything, and then like the editing in his videos, because he does a lot of editing, would probably take the longest time. So it would make sense, like, it would take that much time to do a video. Oh, excuse me. And I kind of feel like I would be in the same boat, because just the nature of the video takes a long time. Where exactly was I going with this? I feel like I should take my time during the review videos and not have like a specific. See, that's another thing. Jeez. Okay. So when it comes to music, making original music, that definitely is going to have an indefinite time. Okay. It's not going to have an upload date. I'm definitely going to take as much time as that needs to get it done. When it comes to reviews, I kind of feel like I should kind of approach it the same way, but at the same time, if I do that, my upload frequency is going to be kind of sporadic. So like once a month should be a really good kind of I want to say schedule, but I don't think that's really the word, but let's just say schedule. It would be a good schedule to do, because that'll give me time to do other things like Let's Plays, which is probably going to be a weekly thing. These vlogs, which I think actually take more time than it should, because then I have to like work with the audio, because oh geez, this is a really long video. Tangents, so many tangents. Okay, I have an audio interface and it has 2 plugs in it, so that you can record 2 different things at the same time while you're doing music. However, while I'm doing videos, my camera and my microphone are like, no, that's the wrong way to go about it. While I'm recording videos, it's not through Reaper, which is how I would usually do it. It's like through Windows, if that makes sense. And Windows does this weird thing where it records in stereo, even though this is a mono signal. So since I have it plugged into the left, you only hear it through the left. And if I plug it into the right, you only hear it through the right. So I have to go into Reaper and turn it into a mono signal. And while I'm there, I also make it louder, and I get rid of the static noise in the background. And that takes a little while. I mean, sometimes, well, I mean, I feel like it takes a bit longer than it should, but that's probably because I haven't been doing it for a while, and I take a long time trying to figure out what's the best setting for the noise reducer, because I actually found out this really weird thing where this is going to be such a long video, where if you, so like, okay, Reaper has this thing called Reefer, and it has a bunch of different modes in it. One of them is the subtract mode, where it takes away sound that you don't want, and it has like a graph, and you could turn on the automatic noise reduction, where you play it during a part where only the sound that you want to get rid of is playing, and then it'll build the noise profile automatically, and you'll see the graph, like there's a noise waves, and then the graph like fits the noise waves, and then like anything under the graph lines gets cut out. And so you could do that. The problem is, a lot of times when you do that, the sound gets really distorted, and that's not good. So you could draw the line manually, which I find it works better than you would expect. A lot of times it works even better than doing it automatically. And something really weird that I found was that if you reset the graph so that it's all the way down, so that it's not doing anything, and you take your mouse and you hold on the left mouse and you just drag it along the bottom of the graph, the line will go up slightly, and you can't bring it down again. And if you wanted to bring it down again, you would have to reset the graph. And when it goes up, like it's almost not noticeable. But despite the fact that you can't really notice that it's even moved, it actually takes sound away. And I found that if you go ahead and you raise the whole thing by the microscopic inch that it goes up by, it will actually take away the background noise really well. And when you do it automatically, like it goes up like, and it has like these really spiky patterns. And it's like, none of that is necessary because this works really well. However, and I think it's kind of inevitable when it comes to noise reduction, but it makes the sound quality of the noises you do want to keep kind of shitty. which you've probably noticed in some of my vlogs, because in one vlog I remember that I didn't have the volume on my microphone all the way up, and I was trying to remove the noise from the microphone signal or whatever, and I was able to get rid of the noise, but then the microphone sounded really crappy, and then I tried to EQ it, which is short for equalization, which is a whole nother technical audio engineering thing. Well, since I'm already talking about it, might as well explain what it is. So, EQ, this is going to be the longest video ever. EQ is basically, okay, so you're listening to my voice right now, and I'm talking at a certain pitch. That's a certain pitch. However, while you can find, like, say it's C, it's C4. Let's say C4. However, while that's the pitch, that's the main pitch, there are actually several other frequencies all across the spectrum that are going on while I'm doing that. The reason why you read that it's C4 on your tuner or whatever is because that's the most prominent pitch. So I can go speaking at this pitch, and this pitch will be C4, for example. But there's frequencies all the way to C8, let's say, and frequencies all the way down to C1. And EQ, you can lower the volume of certain pitches. So like let's say there's small traces of very high pitched sounds in my voice. You can lower the volume of that, and it would make it sound very muffled, I think would be the right way to say. If you raise the high end, it would sound more like bright and crisp. If you take away the low end, then all the kind of bassy, like I'm right in your ear kind of talking kind of sound, that kind of goes away. If you raise it too much, then it's just going to sound like muddy and really like bad. So that's EQ for you. And I forgot why I'm talking about this, but I guess that's the way this is gonna go. Maybe I shouldn't even bother trying to go back to what I was talking about first, because it's gonna take a long time. It's probably a waste of time. And like I said before, I want to make this kind of like a conversation. And in conversations, you kind of switch topics and never go back to the same topic, which to me is very weird, because I came here with a very specific reason. I'm going to tell you about this thing, and then I go off on a tangent, and then I don't tell you about that thing, and it makes me feel bad about myself. Not necessarily, but like it makes me like feel like weird and like oh, I needed to talk about this thing and I forgot. But maybe I shouldn't worry about it that much. So I could go back and try and watch the video and see what the hell I was talking about, but that would be unwise, I feel like. So instead, I'm just going to stop talking. I'm gonna just kind of close the video, I guess. So the schedule, which is, I think, the main thing I wanted to talk about in this video, and yet I talked about all these different things like covers and EQ and noise reduction and my audio interface and how noise only comes out to the left, and that I have to turn it into mono through Reaper and stuff like that. But anyway, my schedule. So rants and reviews. See, there's the other thing. Should I group those things as like the same kind of video? And then because I feel like there should be an order. Like, I feel like certain videos should take priority. Because, again, I want my channel to be... When people look at my channel, I want to look at them and say, hey, that's the channel where that guy uploads original music. I don't want it to I don't want people to look at my channel and go like, oh, that's the Let's Play channel, or the cover channel, or the whatever. So I feel like certain videos should take priority. And the most frequent videos, I feel like those will be the videos that people will like recognize me for. But I still want to do other kinds of videos. So like, I'm not sure how frequently I'd be working on like a review video for a band, as opposed to like just a rant video. So that's something that I still have to figure out. I feel like I'm getting closer to figuring what it is that I want to do. And also, while I'm here away from my house and winter break, it's going to be difficult to do reviews. So like, I guess I shouldn't really worry about a schedule right now. I guess right now I should just be uploading whatever I can, trying to find a schedule of some sort and not really something very concrete. I feel like I came here to do something very specific, to say something very specific, and that I haven't said it yet. And it's really bothering me. However, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now. And I promise, that's a promise, I'm going to stop talking right now. I will see you next time. And I won't start another topic, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day. And this, aside from being the worst, I can't talk. This video, aside from being the longest video ever, is also the worst video ever. And if you're still watching, I knocked my microphone a little bit with my face. If you're still watching this video all the way to the end, why would you do that? Do you really find me that intriguing? Thank you if you do. I don't think I'm intriguing. So, yeah. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye. I'm gonna stop talking now before I say more stupid bullshit.